Hey beautiful souls, welcome to the Spiritual Social. Welcome to my divination table. Thank you kindly for choosing me as your tarot reader for today. In this session, I thought we would look into a very popular, highly requested topic for pick-a-card readings in general, which is exploring your person's thoughts and feelings. I'm going to help you understand what lies in your person's heart and mind space. So, I thought of giving you a choice of 4 different tarot cards taken from one of the most beautiful and light feeling tarot decks that I own in my collection. This is the Ethereal Line Strider Tarot. So the cards that I have chosen for you are the following. For you, group 1, we have here the Strength card. For you, group 2, here is the High Priestess. For you, group 3, we have none other than Justice. And for you, group 4, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So, if you want to go by the zodiac signs that these major arcana tarot cards represent, we have here Leo energy, Pisces, Libra, and Sagittarius, or Jupiter in general. In addition to this, maybe you may want to choose not necessarily by the colors or the astrological energy, but you may be drawn to the position of the cards, number 1, 2, 3, and 4, or you can just go blindly into the reading and choose even before you have seen the cards, which is a practice that I like to do as well when I listened to other tarot readers. And one of my favorite at the moment is Piscean High Priestess Amy's Altar. Highly recommend her tarot pick-a-card readings. She has such a soft energy. I love her so much. So even before I click on her pick-a-card readings, I just go like number 3 or number 1 in my mind. And then I get to see the object, the sticker, the card that she has chosen for that specific spread. And most of the time the readings resonate with a lot of accuracy. So I just thought I would share a little bit how I, as a consumer of pick-a-card readings, go through my choices to just help you a little bit, because I know that some of you in previous comments on some of my recent pick-a-card readings, you're asking me to choose for you, but my loves, you need to step into your empowerment, into your free will energy, and make a choice for yourself. It doesn't have to be the right choice. Just make a choice. In life, it's important to make choices left and right in order to keep moving forward, because most of the time we feel stuck in life and overwhelmed by fear, sadness, and just a general malaise because we forgot to take control of our lives. We forgot to exercise the beautiful gift of free will. So, with these wise thoughts in mind, I hope that while I was speaking, you were able to focus on these cards. Thank you so much for personal orders, for following me on Instagram. We are building such a strong community there, and you guys love my short and sweet pick-a-card readings on Instagram, so make sure to follow me there as well. I have 4 other different channels that you guys can explore. I have a gaming channel, Lexi Games. I have a vlogging channel, The Either Nearby. An astrology channel. Of course, you guys know I'm big on astrology, and I'm also a certified astrologer. Thank you, Motorcycle, for disturbing the peace of this reading. And it is called The Spiritual Cosmos. Or you can go on my latest Pick-a-Card Tarot channel in my native tongue, Romanian, and it's called Universul de Vise. This is for my Romanian speaking followers and subscribers here on the Spiritual Social. Just so you know, I have just debuted a Romanian tarot speaking, a Romanian tarot channel in my language. Sorry guys, I trip over my words. I'm a Pisces, you know. I'd rather feel than speak. So, with all this in mind, once again, thank you, and I cannot wait to see you at your specific pile. See you there! Hi Group 1, hello my loves, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to a pick-a-card reading in which I'll help you dive a little bit in your person's heart and mind space. So this is for those of you, I think I'm gonna hold it over here, you were drawn to the Strength card, Leo energy. The person that you have on your mind may be born under the star sign Leo. This means that they may be born at the end of July, beginning of August, or you could have this energy. Leo energy could be bringing you guys together. You may have a 7th house Leo, Venus in Leo, Mars in Leo. There is a very strong heart, proud, and expressive energy that is linking you guys together. This could also be quite a passionate connection, or you may be crushing on or infatuated with a celebrity. So keeping all these things in mind, let's explore. I have here the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot because I just thought it's fitting with the autumnal atmosphere. Let's see for group 1. Okay, I can certainly see that this connection is a little bit nerve-wracking. 1 second while I pick the cards from the floor. I normally don't like to do that, but I feel that this is important. You may need to do a lot of diminishing your own ego to amp up your person's ego. There could be some power struggles involved in the situation. It's kind of like you need to be modest or make yourself small or serve this person in order for them to truly give you your worth or attention or time of day. Ouch. So the card that was on the floor, exactly, it's the 9 of Pentacles. And this is about self-worth. This is about feeling happy with what you have already and enjoying your body, your work, your mission in life, your life purpose, enjoying your space, enjoying the things you already have in your life, being grateful for them so that your abundance can magnify. You keep attracting more if you are already happy with what you have. That is the trick. It's not about chasing what you want desperately to fulfill a specific goal, but it's about feeling grateful for even the little things that you have in your life. And when the divine sees that you're enjoying what it has already given you, it's going to give you even more because you can certainly handle more. And I see here that this could be a connection that is quite physical as well. I feel like your person is very strongly attracted to your body. If I was to be a little neuron in their brain, what a weird comparison. But if I was in their mind, I would say that they look at you very like materialistically, physically. First of all, you are eye candy. You like to take good care of yourself, but you may not value yourself as much as you like to take care of yourself. Yes, there is a difference between these two. And your person sees this, and it's kind of like they are, in certain cases, exploiting your modesty. Okay, let's see what the other cards have to say. We have here the 4 of Wands. Your person is definitely driven to have something a bit more settled, more long-term, more compassionate with you. I feel that they are able to see that you desire stability. But at the same time, I'm kind of feeling that your capacity to feel safe in this relationship is mired by gossip. Because you see, these 2 women over here, they are talking to each other while this woman is resting. It may be that because your person is so charismatic, I feel like they are an individual that projects a lot of light in their environment, especially if they're a Leo, they have a lot of fans, a lot of people want to be around them. You know, Leos love a crowd. Unless you are the intellectual Leo, there's a difference there. We have here potentially a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of envy, a little bit of competitiveness. Normally the 4 of Wands is not at all a competitive card, but the way it is displayed in the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot kind of gives me a different interpretation. I see here the colors blue and green. Green representing Anahata, the heart chakra. It is about, I'm opening up my heart to you, but there's also blue, so I see sadness. I see gossip that leads to toxicity in your connection, paying attention to rumors rather than talking directly to each other and clarifying things. So your person's perception of you is sometimes clouded by gossip and toxic news, toxic information that they get from the grapevine about your behavior. Okay. I also see here with the 7 of Cups, it's like because your person is afraid of being betrayed by you, they are keeping their options open, but you would generally prefer a commitment. Obviously, that's the case most of the time in these readings. The 7 of Cups is the card of options. It's the card of the illusion, the fantasy. So in some way, I feel like this person really loves the way you present yourself. They have placed you on a pedestal. You feel really gratified by the fact that this luminous person that is like a low-key celebrity enjoys you. But then there isn't a very firm, I don't feel like you guys have a relationship yet. To be honest, I'm just gonna put it into words very bluntly. I don't feel like you guys could be like low-key stalking each other on social media, crushing on one another, asking other people about this person's behavior. But I'm not sure whether you had like a direct conversation or whether you actually exchanged a couple of words in person, or whether even if you met in reality, because the cards here are pretty nebulous. I do have here earth energy, and earth energy is the most concrete one. It normally tells me whether this is something physical, but it is focused on an individual, not on anything collaborative. It's not the 3 of Pentacles, it's not the 7 of Pentacles, it's not the 10 of Pentacles, it's the 9 of Pentacles, which is about self-sufficiency. So it's kind of like you both are focused on getting your coin, working, being professional, putting out there an image for many people to adore. Maybe you're an influencer, you're selling certain products, or you have certain services that people love and you keep producing work. Maybe you're a content creator. So you both are doing your thing. You both have a good number of people that are drawn to you. You're both drawn to each other, but I don't feel like this is something that has become physical, concrete. I don't feel like, for example, you go to bed with each other each night. You know, that's the thing. The energy here is fire and water, which is an alchemical process that is going to manifest something quite powerfully romantic if you guys persevere. But at the moment, it's a little bit up in the air, like this balloon. It's holy smokes. So let's see. We also have here Knight of Cups. The plot thickens. So the Knight of Cups is normally a person of the same age as you, a member of the same generation as you. And we have here a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And this is an image that has the following papers on the ground. So it's this gentleman over here. There are 2 ships in the background, a big chalice. Alcohol could be involved in this connection. Maybe you guys get a little bit tipsy and then you start messaging each other, or you message your friends about this person. I see here Sunday, June 20th, Sunday, June 21st, and Sunday, June 22nd, okay? It is connected to an Edgar Allan Poe tale, but I feel like it's important for you to keep in mind June 20th, 21st, and 22nd, which is normally the cusp between Cancer and Gemini, So it may very well be that this person has some water sign energy coupled with fire sign energy in their chart, which makes them highly emotional, incredibly creative, very sexy, but at the same time a little bit ungrounded, impractical, and can be, I'm not saying that's the case for all of them, but can be a little bit disloyal. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's dive a little bit deeper. I have here the oracle cards to clarify. The fate. So your person feels in their heart space, we are somehow fated. That is what they would tell you. We are fated to be together, And we have accepting help and guidance. But as you know, in the original Greek myths, the 3 women that represented the fates, they were not only bringing something into a person's life, but also ending a person's life. So it was about giving you a gift, giving you a life purpose, opening up a path, but also cutting the thread of life, right? That's why we have the scissors here. This person could be struggling with an addiction, because accepting help here and the thread of life being in danger of being cut, I definitely feel like your person's heart space and mind space are often clouded by some sort of addiction that they are keeping as a secret. And they are keeping this addiction secret because it will influence their personality, the way that other people perceive them. Their income could be affected, their popularity, their social status. Yeah. So I feel like they feel that it was fated for you guys to meet, but I feel like this person's energy is clouded by addiction. Okay, let's explore deeper. This person would say to you that you have a soul tie. So the keywords here, I always feel connected to you. Yeah. So your person would say that they feel connected to you. You have a link. There is a bond there. They recognize you from a deep, deep ancestral past. We also have here the lone path. This is a double card, so I'm going to flip it in a second. But you got the lone path, and here it clarifies as needing to take time out or be on your own for a while. So you guys may be on a pause, on a break from social media, from messaging each other. And if I flip the card, we have here solo refuge. In solitude's embrace, singles find the strength to regroup and rediscover their path. Oh boy, that is so true. I haven't left my solitude in the last 5 years, and I have to say I'm pretty comfortable in it, you know, God bless. But coming back to this reading and your person's energy, I feel like this person needs time by themselves at the moment. It's like they have become a solitary fortress because they are needing to figure out a strategy to deal with this addiction so that their life is not in danger. Yeah, and look. Oh my God. Oh my God. I got goosebumps. So we have solitude and solo refuge. This is clearly a breakup, or a moment in which this person decided it's better for us to stop communicating. Maybe they said something that is out of line, or they just ghosted you without any clear explanation because it's too difficult for them to put into words, I have a problem, because they feel that you are going to lose your good opinion that you have of them. And this person is very proud, especially if they have Leo energy in their chart, especially if they have water sign energy in their chart. They're very sensitive to criticism. So of course, instead of saying, look, I have an addiction, are you gonna still love me? You know, chances are that you may not. Many people run away from people with addictions, leaving them to handle everything on their own. And in certain cases, this abandonment further intensifies a person's addictive behavior. So instead of putting you face to face with a difficult decision, this person decided, I'm going to retreat. I'm going to take care of myself. Maybe they even are taking a break, are on a holiday. They went to a rehab center that is very hush-hush, because they see that there is potential here with you, the soul tie, yeah? And they're taking like an act of faith. It's like, I'm going to take care of myself and deal with this addiction without burdening you, group one, with this knowledge. I don't want you to change your opinion of me because I have a lot of pride, and I don't want you to dislike me or to think poorly of me. And I'm gonna go and do what is important for me to preserve my life and my health. And even if this means that I won't talk to you for a while, it is better than you finding out that I have this core issue, because it is more painful to me to be seen in this light in front of you than for us to not talk for a while. You know, this person can bear the not talking, but they cannot bear you looking incredibly disillusioned or disappointed with who they have become. This is killing this person. Like, this person will receive such a big blow to their ego that they will not be able to recover. So they want to come back, they want to impress you and everybody else. And I think that's when the connection has a chance of becoming something romantic and has a chance of overcoming toxic gossip and the pressures of the social circle around you guys and becoming something that can even lead to marriage, to be honest, because the Four of Wands is, I feel home with you. I want a family. I want something stable with you, something it's kind of like, it's a combination of the 4th house, which is the house of the home, and wand energy, which is passionate. It's kind of like a passionate homecoming, if you want to put it in a more poetic way, yeah? So this person wants to have a passionate homecoming to you. They feel this tie, but they are not at their best, unfortunately. And in the meantime, I feel like it's important for you to come back full circle to what we have said at the beginning. It's important for you to also take care of yourself and to figure out who are you outside of this relationship and what are your strengths, and to like yourself in spite of feeling temporarily rejected by this person's silence. That's your homework. That's your spiritual homework in this situation. So I would say this situation has potential. Please don't be so mad on this person. You have to see things from this person's point of view as well. But also, you know, enjoy who you are, even in the absence of having this person compliment you or talk to you. See how that goes for you for a while, okay? So thank you kindly for listening, Group 1. I cannot wait to see my next one. Take care. Ciao. Hi Group 2, hello my loves, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to a pick a card reading in which I'm going to help you find clarity related to what is going on in your person's heart and mind space. So this is for those of you that were drawn to the High Priestess. We have here Pisces energy, very spiritual energy, very studious, introverted, artistic, quite shy and reclusive as well. You're dealing here with a person of high quality, very good intentions, altruistic, and sacrificial to a very high point. But at the same time, this person could drive you bonkers with their need to be secretive and aloof, like they're very hard to reach. This person may not even pick up their phone when it rings. At the same time, I also feel guided to let you know that right as I was cleansing the space in between Group 1's reading and your reading, I felt like this big pressure, like air was building up in my body, and I felt the need to burp, but I couldn't. I feel like this person wants to take something off their chest. They have something to tell you, because if they won't tell you, they're gonna pop. Okay, so I have your oracle cards here, but I'll begin first with the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. I just thought it's very autumnal. So let's see. What lies in Group 2's person's heart and space? What is going on with this person? I feel like this person is quite well built. May not necessarily be incredibly athletic or filled with muscles, but they are quite large. I'm hearing large and in charge. They could come across as a bear. Maybe they have a beard. In some cases, they could have a little bit of a beer belly, or just they could look quite corpulent, you know, which is perfectly fine. People and those that we love come in all shapes and sizes. So let's see. Oh, the Chariot. Talk about this person wanting to come fast and hot and tell you what they feel for you. So this person is decisive, determined. They want to have a big win with you. They want victory in this connection. You shall be mine. Okay. I hope you want this person too, because if not, it can get really weird. We have here the 10 of Pentacles. This person has recently come into a sum of money, and they are quite proud of themselves for having achieved that. Maybe they won the lottery, received an inheritance, got promoted at work. And it's kind of like, I have all of these things, I want to share them with somebody, you know, kind of like that feeling when you achieve something important in your life and you just want to tell your friends and celebrate. But in this case, this person feels happy and relieved that, I'm not going to go so far as saying that this person wants to marry you, but the 10 of Pentacles may indicate a marriage coming soon in this connection between the two of you.
depending at which stage of the relationship you are. If you have just met this person, please don't go all crazy thinking that this person is going to propose to you. It is not healthy to propose 2 days after you met somebody. Or you can do it as a joke, or you can do it in fun, lighthearted, fun energy, like, oh, I recognize you from a past life, I feel so close to you, let's get married. But yeah, trust me, from experience, I can tell you that people who love bomb you are not at all healthy for you. So in the case in which you know this person already for a while, there could be a proposal coming your way, and it could be something that you are really looking forward to. There is a sense of we're building something strong together, a legacy. There is a sense of you guys have a future together. And we have here as well the Three of Pentacles, collaboration. I also feel that either for you or for this person, I'm tempted to say that for you, a work situation, a work project has recently completed. You may be in between jobs at the moment and you don't know what to do from a financial point of view. So this person coming in hot and fast to tell you that they are determined to provide for you could be a blessing to you, could be exactly what you needed to hear as you're struggling at the moment a little bit financially. I don't know why your energy is peering through here. Okay, sorry, I had to expel that air that I told you about at the beginning. I'm sorry if you heard me burp. It's natural to do that. For some of you, okay, it's a large collective here, so I can't really be specific to your specific situation, but I'm getting the energy of you met this person while you were working with them or in a professional capacity at some sort of work-related event, job hunt, professional opportunity. And this collaboration has ended. You may have decided to leave, or you got fired, or you changed jobs, or it was just a short-term contract or a one-time collaboration opportunity. And now this person is kind of feeling like, okay, well, the professional boundaries have dissolved between us. How about we get romantic, you know? And that's why they want to propose something irresistible to you. This person may know from your previous collaboration or interactions at work that you are struggling a little bit to maintain financial stability in your life. And it's kind of like they want to give you an offer you can't resist that comes also with a declaration of love. Yeah, I'm getting very strong water sign energy again, because we have the Chariot, and the Chariot usually in traditional astrology would represent the chariot of Alexander the Great, a ruler, a patriarch, a conqueror, and he was born under the star sign Cancer. So usually Cancerians are represented by the Chariot. And we had, of course, at the beginning, also Piscean energy. So Cancer and Pisces, this could be the pairing. You could be a Pisces, he may be a Cancer, he may be a Pisces, you may be a Cancer. And I'm saying he and she because in certain cases it could be a heterosexual, and I know that most of my viewers are heterosexual, but I also see here two women, okay? So take it as it applies. You do you, boo, okay? I'm just here to read the energy. So we have the Two of Swords, but I am tempted to say that in spite of the fact that the Two of Swords is a card about indecision, being blind to the path that you need to take, biding your time and waiting on the fence for the divine to step in instead of using your free will to make a decision. In this case, I'm being drawn to tell you that the period of indecisiveness is over, and we have this blue, beautiful moth on top of this man. It's kind of like that energy of being drawn like a moth to a flame. We have the full moon in the background illuminating the dark. So I have a feeling that the next full moon, from the moment when you watch this reading, and at the moment when I'll be releasing this reading in September of 2025, there is a corresponding full moon. If I'm not mistaken, on the 6th of October, it's a full moon in Aries, so very passionate energy. So this person is drawn to you like a moth to a flame, which fits very well with Aries energy because they are the eternal flame, like in the song. And I feel like finally you're going to be able to see this person's intentions towards you with a lot of clarity. Like it will be irresistible. This person is going to stampede towards you to come and tell you that they made up their mind. They are choosing you. And like that awful motor outside, they are going to rush in and come towards you. Maybe they're riding a motorcycle. I don't know. I absolutely hate motorcycles, guys. Living in Bucharest has only intensified my hatred of these awful machines, but maybe you like them. Maybe this person is driving one. They'll get on top of one and come and see you. And oh, it's so beautiful because, you know, you saw me shuffling the cards, right? I cannot make this up. There's such beautiful correspondence between everything I have just said and the final card, which is the Six of Cups. Yeah? This is about coming home to each other. This is about nostalgia. I recognize that you are the person that can make me feel safe. I feel safe around you. You can even share some past life memories. I have a feeling in a past life you were not romantically linked. You could have been family members, which I know some of you watching this could be like, ew, you know, it's in a past life, okay, don't worry. There's a different type of karma. Plus, the soul doesn't keep in mind anything related to gender identity, social and political, you know, circumstances. The soul is the soul, and it travels in various incarnations in a variety of guises to learn a specific set of life lessons. And I feel that in your case, you were family in a past life, and that's why the sense of safety and familiarity in this lifetime, in this romantic situation. And I also see here, you are being watched over by angels. I know it may sound very cheesy, but this is the case, yeah? I feel like these angels are also angels that could try to keep you both on track. Like if you do something that is not in alignment with your highest selves in this connection, they will slap your wrists, you know, like, no, this is not correct. So they will create conflict or pressurizing circumstances in your life so that you change your mind and correct the course, because it's kind of like both of you are meant to walk in a specific path on a specific trajectory. And I'm very curious to see your oracle cards right now. So let's see, we have here, wow, the warrior. This person wants to fight for you, and this person is kind of like your best protector. We have here the shield, which in Native American culture was a sign of protection. We see here perfectionism and burnout. Again, another indicator, first of all, that you guys met while working. And another indicator that a connection that started a while ago could not continue. And this person is making a very powerful comeback in your life now that I feel that the situation has changed, specifically for you at work and for them in terms of finances. In the past, this person may have had time to see you, but they felt embarrassed by the fact that they did not have money to take care of you. And you could have had affection for this person, but you had no time to meet up with them or no space in your life because you were worried with your finances. You prioritized work or self-healing, all sorts of other things that took priority. And now I feel like you are getting the green light from the universe. So in this person's mind and their heart, I feel that there's a deep sense of alignment. They want to rush towards you and tell you, I want to be with you, okay? And the reason why I couldn't be with you was burnout. I was pushing the gas pedal at work and I hurt myself. I compromised my health, and now I'm learning from this experience. I finally gathered the sum of money that I needed, and I want to come and make you an offer that you cannot refuse. Yeah, a proposal, most likely. And let's see, what else would they say to you? Forgiveness. I'm struggling to get over the past. The past carries a heavy weight in this connection because we see here the Six of Cups as well. This person may have hurt you, or there may have been a big misunderstanding between the two of you. It could have been based on religious values. Maybe this person rejected you because you were not Christian, or maybe you were too Christian for this person, or I don't know, maybe you were a different religion, like they were Christian and you were Muslim, and you just couldn't see eye to eye, or there was this issue. And I feel that the issue was spiritual, it was religious, yeah. And you may have had a big argument and you decided to call it quits, but this person wants to forgive. They want to put the past behind them. And look, you also got deeper waters. And here we have step out of your comfort zone, explore new depths. And if we flip this card, we also have here futures embrace, seize prospects, absorb wisdom, and spring into action for your ambitions. Again, these are powerful indicators that this person is swimming their way back to you, okay? Water also represents flow. It represents things coming together in an organic way without you needing to push and shove and control them. And it represents purity. Negative feelings that needed time to become still and clear. Like water that you take from a lake, you know, when you pick it up in a ladle, it has all sorts of debris and all sorts of things in it because it's twirling, it's chaotic. But if you pour it into a glass and you let it sit for a while, then all of the solids separate from the water content and the water becomes clear, as long as you don't keep stirring it, yeah? So because you let this connection lie for a while, it has purified itself. It has separated the gunk from what is true and real. And this person is able to understand your situation, see things from your point of view, while also maintaining what is important to them. Very beautiful. And the final card, I'm sure you're gonna be really happy and thrilled about this. We have here embracing, and we have the heron, this gorgeous sunset. So this person is coming to give you a long awaited for embrace, okay? I feel that for most of you, this is a person returning from the past, a person that you manifested from the purity of your heart, but conditions were not good for you guys to be close together at that time. So this person is coming back in order to be with you finally. I don't have anything more to add. Love is self-evident. It doesn't need more clarification or extra explanation. So this person is coming back to embrace you. They have never stopped thinking of you. Okay. Oh, God bless group 2. I'm so happy that this reading was positive. Thank you kindly for listening, and I'll see you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 3. Hello my loves. Welcome to your pick a card reading, in which we are going to dive deep into your person's heart and mind space. So I hope you'll get the clarity you need from this reading today. We have here the card that you were drawn towards. This is the Justice card, Libra energy. You can see the sign of the scales, the balance. So I am picking up on the fact that you could be a Libra, or your person could have some Libra traits. They may have a moon in Libra, south node, north node, ascendant in Libra. I'm also picking up on Venus in Libra. So you may be dealing here with a person that's physically very prim and proper, very beautiful, aesthetically pleasing. This could be a person that also may have had some cosmetic surgery, some enhancements. This person is very Venusian. They're very soft-spoken, intellectual, well-mannered, very charismatic and sociable. But there is a certain inner force that pulls you towards them. So let's see, what would this person say to you? I have here the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. Let's see. Okay, we start off with the 7 of Cups, but it is reversed. Okay, we have, 7-7. We have the 7 of Pentacles. I'm just going to put the deck down and shuffle some more later on. Let's talk about these two cards. So we have here 7 of Cups and 7 of Pentacles, and my neighbor completely interrupting this reading as always. 7-7 is a highly spiritual energy. I'm happy to see the 7 of Cups is blocked because this means that this person does not idealize you, and if they were to be given a choice between you and other people, they would definitely choose you. The 7 of Pentacles tells me that you may know this person through work. And it does tell me that this person in some way has been helping you manage money. Maybe they are your accountant or somebody that you work with at a bank. This person could be a financial advisor, an investment manager. Or they could just be a person that you owed some money to, you paid it back, and now because the debt has been cleared, the karma has been solved, there can be space left for you guys to have a more romantic connection. The connection is just at the beginning. I feel like this person has only recently decided on you, And I feel like there will be baby steps. This connection has to find a way to move slowly if it wants to continue and persevere towards something a bit more stable. At the beginning, I feel like you guys are gonna spend some time slowly getting to know each other, yeah? Okay, and there are a number of interruptions, like there's a sense of impatience and anxiety, people slamming doors, chairs being dragged on top of the floor above me. So there is a sense of anxiety, irritation, but also anticipation, yeah? We have the Ace of Wands blocked. You can't really have sex with this person yet. Maybe it is culturally or religiously denied to you. Maybe you come from a culture in which you can only have sex after marriage, or there is just this feeling that there is no physical space for you guys to meet and consume the act. There is just a feeling that in spite of the fact that you feel drawn to this person, it's kind of like you are wondering, why are they not more desiring towards you? Why are they not more active? Why are they not actively pursuing you or showing sexual interest in you? Let's find out. I think it's because this person has a lot of self-worth. This person has a lot of self-respect as well. They do not want to compromise this fragile situation with you, because the connection at the beginning is quite fragile. It's quite vulnerable to being destroyed any second. So this person is trying to adopt a traditional approach of courting you. They're going to bide their time. They're going to be polite and respectful, especially if they are a Libra, or if they have Libra energy in their chart. We're dealing here with an individual that is rule-abiding, loves books about codes of manner, you know. This is a person that is very aesthetic and very patient and very slow, can be more passive or in their mind rather than active and charging towards you like a fire sign would, you know. No, this person likes etiquette. Yeah, social norms. They like to do what is right. And be careful, because if you tell this person, stay away from me, you cannot expect them to be pushy. They will listen to what you have to say. Yeah, this is a very obedient energy. So if you tell this person, I don't have time, you know, I'm not going to talk to you, I don't want you in my life, don't expect them to do the opposite. Yeah, this person does what you tell them. It is what it is. And I feel that at the moment they're very focused on improving how they look. Like they may be very focused on working their body, improving their diet, taking care of their health. We have here the High Priestess. It's hard to know this person. It's hard to understand their intentions and their emotions, mostly because they are not a highly emotional person, and they could have a very carefully studied poker face. So they could be very beautiful, but they may not be very expressive, right? Like, think of a Kardashian family member after they just had Botox. Sorry, that's a bit mean, but it's the most accurate description I could find. So very beautiful, but no emotion, no wrinkle, no nothing, yeah? And this could drive you a little bit up the walls, because you're trying to read this person, you're trying to understand what's going on. And it can be hard with Libras in general to know what their intentions are, because they are going to choose the people-pleasing facade. They are going to tell you what you like to hear, even if they may not agree with what you're telling them. They agree to disagree in their minds because they hate conflict. Libras hate conflict, although sometimes because of their mask and because of their hidden feelings, they tend to provoke a lot of conflicts in people due to the fact that they frustrate a lot of people. So I feel that in this case, you are being asked by the divine to watch and wait. Yeah, watch and wait, be patient with this person. If they have bad intentions towards you, it will be revealed. If they have great intentions towards you, you're gonna soon find out. Yeah, this person is maybe passive in taking action towards you, but they are good at putting things into words and communicating. So they may invite you to go out with them. They may ask you to be their +2 at a social event. Let's see. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're going to ask you to carefully explore the neighborhood with them. The Two of Pentacles is also the card of juggling two things at the same time. So maybe they need your help with something. I'm hearing that they may have a pet and they may ask you to kindly take care of their pet while they're at work, or walk their dog, or maybe feed their cat while they are out of town. There is something here related to a pet, related to food, grocery shopping as well. Maybe they ask you to come over for dinner and they would kindly require some groceries that you need to pick up last minute. There is something that they are struggling here to fulfill according to a plan, and they're going to ask you for help. And this help is going to lead towards you guys getting closer, you getting a glimpse of this person's everyday environment and their life. Now I want to pull one more card. So I have to say that they haven't yet decided whether you are the one for them. But they will very soon. We have the Magician and the Five of Swords. This is so weird, because we see this person completely eviscerated on the floor, cut into pieces, and then we see the Magician, and the Magician is usually the person in control, the one that has all the willpower. I'm going to say it because you guys know I'm telling you the truth. This person could try to manipulate you into doing something for them, something you may not like, and you're going to pick up on this thing, and you're going to see the abuse of power, and you're going to have an argument with this person, and the result of that argument is going to crush this person, and they may decide not to continue the relationship. I'm so sorry, but you see the cards, right? The Magician upright is not necessarily evil power, but when it sits next to a pretty negative card, the Five of Swords, this is about misusing your mental power to try to one-up another person intellectually, mentally. This is about using lies to cleverly gaslight somebody into doing something they don't want to, yeah? And you're gonna see through this, and you're gonna have this argument, and they're gonna hate the conflict and the aggression that you bring into their life, an aggression that was actually caused by their own behavior. So there will be a shadow moment there, a shadow confrontation. And unfortunately, I feel that this person is not mature enough to understand, oh wait, I provoked the situation, duh. So yeah, it's not your fault, it's my fault for acting in this way, you know? And we hear an ambulance outside, the alarm of which tells me that this is an alarming behavior that needs to be nipped in the bud. So in spite of the fact that this person is beautiful, I would like you to be very careful and pay attention to the red flags, okay? Justice will prevail in the situation. Let's see the oracle cards. Maybe the situation is not as dark as those two cards presented it. We have here the Captain, and the keywords are taking command and teamwork. Maybe the situation is going to be a little bit tricky to navigate, because this could be a person that you know through work, or a person that you work with on a project. So you want to be in this person's good graces, but you also want to be careful not to cross the boundary between professionalism and romance. Like if you sleep with a coworker, or if you are getting romantically entangled with a coworker, it usually leads to one of you being fired. Unless this is true, real, soulmate kind of love, you know, and circumstances somehow conspire for you guys to be together. But I'm seeing that this is not the case in this situation. I don't see any Two of Cups. I don't see the Lovers. I just see some attraction that is going to end up in you uncovering a manipulative plot. Yeah. We have here the card Wisdom. So wisdom is extracted usually in moments when we interpret difficult life experiences. Something happened to us, we suffer, and we transform that suffering into a life lesson. We distill the pain into a new value so that we are able to move forward and find meaning in difficult experiences. Yeah, wisdom doesn't always have to come with grief and pain and sadness, but that is usually the most benefic outcome for painful, shocking, brutalizing life experiences. When you're able to understand why harm was caused to you, why evil appeared in your life, and why you had to go through what you had to go. So be very careful in this connection, my love, okay? I have here final 2 cards. This person would say to you that you're kind of blocked into certain habits. I don't know if we will ever change. And by this, I think this person is projecting a lot onto you. They're using you as the projection screen for a lot of their issues that they need to really urgently handle. I think this person would say, I don't think I'm gonna change, you know. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm hearing once an asshole, always an asshole. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I felt the need to say it. So once an a-hole, always an a-hole. Not gonna change, baby. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna have to sage after this reading. And we have here the Council's Compass, and the advice is: seek advice to steer judgment as insightful talks illuminate your journey. And if I flip the card, we have Spirit Speaks. Seek wisdom in prayer, but also have an open dialogue. You are clearly dealing here with a karmic person. As I said at the beginning, I kind of thought that the energy between the two of you, we began with 7-7, which is an indication of a spiritual test is unfolding in your life. God is watching how you behave, and according to the decisions you make, whether they are aligned or not with your soul, you will be able to reap wisdom or reap suffering from the situation. If you use your ego and pride, you would end up in suffering in this test. But if you are brutally honest with yourself, if you are modest, and if you accept that you made a mistake as well, that maybe you didn't pay attention to the red flags, then you will be granted relief and you will be shown the way. There will be light flooding into your life, and I feel like you're gonna make sense of why this had to happen. Yeah. So a spiritual test between you and this person. That's why you were drawn to the karmic energy of the Justice card. Yeah, you're seeking justice in this situation. So it's gonna be important for you maybe to talk to a counselor, maybe to seek the advice of an older, wiser person, somebody that has been going through something similar to you. I am getting that this could be a situation where a person at work is hitting on you and that's inappropriate, or a person is trying to coerce you into doing something sexual with them and you're like, no, which is very good, and you should continue down this path of defending yourself as much as you can. There is clearly an abuse of power, like we saw it earlier with the Magician. And yeah, when I see the cards, I normally don't go for the hardest interpretation, but as you can see in my interpretations, I am picking up on certain negative energy, and I feel that it's my duty to call this person out and say it like I see it. Yeah, so unfortunately, yeah, it's a bit of a warning reading. This person is not the beautiful prince or princess that you thought in their mind that they are. They could be physically very pleasing, but please be careful, because their behavior is raising a lot of red flags and you're being spiritually tested right now. You may have to learn to let go of being drawn towards these types of individuals, because you're realizing just how much they can harm you. And that's the spiritual lesson in this specific romantic situation. I wish you good luck. Hey, get in touch with me for a personal reading and I can look more deeper into your specific situation if you feel so called, okay? I would never chase you to come in contact with my services, okay? So please be careful with scammers out there. I always allow people to come towards me because I feel that that is the right moment when they are seeking help to transform, to hear the messages that the tarot and oracle cards want to put forth. Okay, so whenever you feel spiritually ready, please take good care of yourself. Thank you kindly for listening to this, and I'll see you in my next one, okay? Ciao. Hey, group 4. I felt like breathing a sigh of relief in your reading. How are you, my loves? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're relieved. This is a reading for those of you that were drawn to the Wheel of Fortune card, Jupiterian, Sagittarius energy. Although we also have represented here Aquarius, we have Leo, we have Taurus, we have Scorpio. So you or your person could be any of these energies that we have here on the table. A real sense of meeting somebody that is very similar to yours. Maybe that's why you're feeling a sigh of relief, or almost like the pressure is being lifted off your shoulders. It could be that the current transit of the planet Jupiter is highly benefic for you. So let's find out what is in your person's heart and mind space. I am pulling some cards today from the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot, and look, you got the master himself. He appeared in your reading. Edgar Allan Poe was a misunderstood Aquarius genius with a penchant for dark Gothic topics because he suffered so much loss in his life. So he transformed that pain into literature, culture, wisdom. And we are very grateful to him that he has done so, right? So I see here the Emperor, Aries energy, a counterpart that very much could represent your ideal in terms of, I'm going to gender this conversation, but I see here a man, a provider, a protector, somebody who is in control of his body, his finances, his material circumstances, somebody who could be a manager, a boss, a person who may shoulder a lot of responsibilities. They could be in charge of a group of people or have an occupation that comes with a lot of responsibility, such as they could be a surgeon, they could work for a fire department, they could be in the military, they could be a teacher, so on and so forth. This person may have children from a previous connection, or you may want to have children with this person. This is a very good spousal candidate for you, okay? So very powerful right off the bat. And then we also have here, true love. This person loves you. 10 of Cups. You are like a garden in full bloom for this person. They look at you and they see zest, they see life, vitality, things bursting with flavor and joy and deliciousness, yeah? We see here a woman cultivating her garden and everything is blooming and blossoming, and you know, there's this rainbow over the village, and there's this man carrying a contrabass, which is one of my favorite instruments, by the way. I love deep sounds. So we have here a feeling of fulfillment, you know. I generally feel that you guys are being relieved because you found your counterpart. Most of you that were drawn to this reading, and you're happy that I'm creating 4 rather than just 3 options. I see you, I hear you. You're very happy that this exists, and it's like, you know that this person is your spouse. You have this planned in your mind already. You're visualizing it. You're just curious to hear what this person would say, and whether what this person may have already said to you is the truth, if it matches with this reading. Some of you are testing me. I see you. So it's correct. Yeah, I feel that if this person told you that they love you, it's true. If this person said, I want to marry you, I want to have a life with you, it's true. If this person makes you feel happy, it's true. Yeah. So, okay, let's continue. You cheeky people, you. So let's see, what else? This could be a very good combination between somebody who's a Sagittarius and somebody who is Aries. Kind of like one of my favorite couples, Leighton Meester and Aidan Brody. He's a Sagittarius, she's an Aries. Oh, we have here the Queen of Cups. This person sees you as their ideal spouse, the mother for their future children. Yeah, they see you as compassionate, kind, gentle, reflective, creative, yielding, forgiving. The Queen of Cups is the prototype of the Madonna with the child, right? So a very strong indication of somebody who is loving, who is emotionally mature, honest, a person that, for example, would not want to beat up my neighbors for causing so much ruckus and interrupting my flow. I am not this kind of person. I realized I am not the Queen of Cups as I thought I was. I am just a flesh and blooded human being who gets quite angry when her work is interrupted for good reason, I would say. Anyway, coming back to this energy, centering myself. And now another alarm is exploding. Anyway, I'm going to move out of Bucharest, guys. I am going to do it, but first I need to finish my training. Good, so coming back to your reading, and I hope that my flow will not be interrupted again, because it's so hard to get into it and to get back into it, guys. I feel that even though you may have had moments when your affection for this person could have been curtailed by all sorts of random events or evil people trying to block your love from happening, those people didn't stand a chance in front of your love. I'm getting a very true, strong bond here, a real connection, a real I love you and you love me back, you know, reciprocity, open-heartedness, soulmates. I also see here the King of Cups. We have the Queen and the King of Cups, but for some reason the King of Cups is not doing so well at the moment. Yeah, he's upside down. So he's being a little bit emotional. You may think that he's a bit manipulative. You may think that he's more secretive than he usually is. You may feel that he's complaining too much or being whiny or like dragging his feet in this relationship. I think I know what the situation is. So something happened here with your king. That's why you're here. You know for sure that this is your person. You didn't need a tarot reading to know this. You know that you're counterparts, and you are. It's correct. Your intuition is 100% on the mark. But he's been acting very strange lately, and you're having like these doubts coming up in your mind, popping up, going like, what's going on? Is he cheating on me? Is he having some issues that he's not talking to me about? There could be some distance. There could be an ocean separating you guys, and that's why you're kind of like becoming a little bit paranoid. What's happening? But I am tempted to say that this person is not at all cheating on you. I think that this man is very loyal to you, but there are some people in this person's ear that are influencing this individual. And especially true if this person is an Aries or a Cancerian. Cancerian and Aries men, they have a lot of qualities, but they are very susceptible to people manipulating them into believing things that they do not exist. It's a very Othello kind of vibe that these men can have. And I grew up with important Cancerians in my family who were so easily dissuaded by gossip, and they turned vitriol against their family members and against the people they loved because they believed random news, information, gossip. Yeah. So this person is at the moment being influenced by a group of people. It could be a group of friends that don't have their best intentions in mind. And these people are kind of playing with your person's emotions. Because I feel like your person, when they are friends with somebody or when they love somebody, they don't have a filter to understand that maybe my friend is now projecting on me their own problems. Maybe my friend could be a little bit envious that I am so in love and they are not. These things don't cross their mind, you know? So I kind of have a feeling that your individual, your lover, your future spouse is negatively influenced by their social group. While you, on the other hand, you're very centered, you're very, maybe you're finding yourself a little bit solitary in the spirit, but that's good because you're allowing yourself to just feel your feelings and you're very clear on what you want from this connection. But your person, normally a sweetheart, normally a very emotionally mature person, is feeling a little bit rattled by the advice of the company that they keep. And it could be that alcohol and hallucinogenics or all sorts of other narcotics could be filtering through their relationships with these people and changing the way that they see the connection with you. So again, this is a warning sign in general for you guys. Be careful. The people that you spend time with, the people that you listen to, it's better to be alone than to be negatively influenced by these individuals, yeah? So keeping this in mind, I want to pull one more card. Yeah, that was a message that completely took me by surprise as well, because the reading was so good so far. Yeah, even the cards are a little bit like mysterious. They don't want to pop up anymore. The Four of Pentacles blocked. Now we have the Ace of Wands blocked. I would highly recommend that you start spending more time with your person, because your person needs you and your affection, your care, and your protection, because I feel that they are on the brink of being swindled by a group of people that are taking advantage of their kindness, generosity, and faith. You know, there are a lot of like religious scams at the moment, like what's going on Rapture Talk. It's just basically people using religion and spirituality to try to scam people out of their goods. Be careful, because I feel like both you and your counterpart, you love each other, you're pure-hearted individuals, you could have a very strong faith and believe in God, but be careful that you don't just blindly share your contact information with people or do what other people are telling you to do. I know that you are the stronger one, you're more adept to exercise critical thinking, but your person also, because they are in love, they could be easily deceived, yeah? So I would recommend, if you can, spend more time with your person, keep them a little bit away from their group of friends, not forever, obviously that's not healthy, but temporarily, until they kind of sober up from whatever is going on in their life at the moment. This is a good time for you to be together with your person, and for your person to not focus so much on groups of people outside of this connection. It's a good time to enjoy the situation, and maybe even plan your wedding, move in together, you know. That could be another aspect. Your person could have some roommates. Yeah, they're spending a lot of time with these roommates that are not at all a good influence on your person. So it could be time for you guys to move in together. Let's see. The clarifying oracle cards are the Sailor. So again, another indication you may be dealing with a water sign with some fire energy in their chart. A sun in Aries with a moon in Cancer, a moon in Pisces with an ascendant in Aries, something of that nature. And we have here new influences and wanderlust. Be careful, because your person is being compromised by your group of friends. Yeah, you think you have a solid, stable love, and that is true. Your person's feelings are not different than what you thought that they were, but your person is highly influenceable by these people, and you need to put your foot down and defend your person. Voyage, you may need to travel to them, or you may need to gently push this person to travel to you, okay? Physicality is necessary. You need to put yourself, your body, between you and these people, yeah? It's necessary. You have to protect your person. And then we also have here mistakes. This person would say to you, I wish I could right my wrongs. Oh, okay, this is interesting. And then we also have shining sign. Trust in the universe plan and follow your heart. And if we flip this card, we have here fated revelation. Uncover the omens, decipher their meanings, and embrace your destined path. What you believe about this connection and the way in which you feel that this person has been expressing their feelings to you and their thoughts to you about the situation is going to go through a massive change. A spontaneous, random, unplanned change is going to come through. So in spite of the fact that this reading began very beautifully, I completely 100% stand by those messages, but I'm here to let you know that a massive change, a surprise, something you don't see coming is going to shock you. Yeah, I am also getting a very sharp pain in this part of my neck. So the back is trust, and we have the feminine side. Whoever identifies with the feminine energy in this connection may receive a blow to their trust, may be suddenly shocked by the news. You could hear that this person that you trust and love and that you believe also loves and trusts you has done something that was incredibly stupid. And this could lead to a breakdown of the trust in this connection. My goodness, this reading just went 360 all of a sudden. It's important to be physically close to each other. Please don't have massive important conversations over, I don't know, Zoom, because we no longer have Skype, unfortunately. RIP Skype. So Be physically close to each other, and if you must, protect this person. Your person is being so heavily influenced by a group of people that they are hanging out with, and it's not at all helping them in any way become better. Your person by themselves, just with you, is exactly the individual you think that they are. But your person together with this group of people that they are spending time with is somebody different. Okay, so the complications could happen because of the influence of the social circle on this person's capacity to openly receive and give you love. And you may need to disentangle your person from this group of friends and help them understand that they may not have the best support around them. Okay? It's not easy, I know, but hey, at least you know what to expect, so now you know what to plan, what to do. I hope that this helps in some way. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. I can help you with a private reading with specific situations, yeah? Thank you for listening. It may not have been what you were expecting to hear, but I hope that is bringing you clarity. And if you chose correctly, I'm sure that this will resonate with you very strongly. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Where are you in your situation? Has this resonated in any way? Thank you for being here, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one.